response for the 401 key tags was completely overwhelming, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of this adventure, part of this channel. Yeah, it blows me away. So what we're gonna do today, we are going to go ahead and empty out the hangar, and we got to dig out the old wings of the 401 because, well, we need more material to make more key tags. So we're gonna pull those wings out. There's also some parts we need to get off of them. We need to get the mounts for the tip tanks. We got to pull them off because they're in good shape. Get them over on the other wings. We also have to get over to my shop over at Mr. Dent, and we got to get working on that Austin Healey because I want to give it away to you guys. So I can't wait to finally, you know, it's been like over a year. The response to that has been awesome. I can't wait to give that to somebody absolutely free, just for being part of Rebuild Rescue, just for following the projects, and for being a subscriber to Rebuild Rescue and to the other channels, Tim Gentry and Sons and 23rd Garage, that have put the time in and helped out with that project. So lots of work to do today. We got some work to do in the 401. We got to get some of that Austin done. We're moving the whole hangar around. We're cleaning it all up. I'm taking the TV20, unfortunately, back down to the T hangar where it's going to sit for a long while because we have to get a fix for the wing. We did ground it. You know, there's a little bit of corrosion in there. You know, and safety's first, obviously. So welcome back to Rebuild Rescue, guys. Let's get at it.
So if you guys remember from, oh my gosh, I don't know, it might have been like a year and a half ago, this starlight that we had found in the bottom of a house that was bought that the guy was going to be flipping. So we got this back here to the hangar and we really didn't know what to do with it. We have a lot of projects. So the team and I were talking the other day and we were thinking to ourselves, you know, hey, what can we do with this thing? Because it is just sitting here in one of our hangars. It's not doing anybody any good. So if you have a school or you have a nonprofit or something like that that gets young individuals excited about aviation, reach out to me at jason@rebuildrescue.com. We'd love to give you this starlight. We'd love to see some young future aviators and or mechanics find a love in aviation like we have here.
Hey Joe, can you help me pull out the 235?
I sure can.
Dude, this thing is looking good too. I mean, we're probably only, what, a couple weeks from hopefully getting this thing up in the air again?
Hopefully.
I mean, that engine looks great with all the white baffling, and that white firewall looks so clean.
Yeah, I wish I would have got to fly in it before it got crashed. So now I'm ready to fly in it. Now it's about fixed.
So the bad news is I did end up scraping the paint up there on the back of the rudder. The good news is everything is all still aligned. There's no wrinkles back here, But just a public service announcement, man. You know, when you're when you have a door that opens the way most hangar doors do, don't pull your airplane up to it real close and open it. Normally there's normally I'm back a lot further. So, but everything looks okay. We are gonna unfortunately have to inspect it a lot closer. I will probably pull this rudder off. We have plenty of time to have to get that done. But everything moved freely. It looks good. It just has a scrape. But again, we will inspect it closer and make sure I didn't do any more damage. Like, totally embarrassed about that. But I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to show you guys what happened because stuff like this does happen. And if it does, make sure you look at it closely. Make sure you have your mechanic look at it closely, because the last thing you want is an issue with a rudder, lose control or something like that. All right, so now we got the hangar all cleaned up. We have all the airplanes and stuff like that shuffled around because, well, we kind of wanted to put them in order in the way that they're getting worked on and when they're going to get done. We have the 150, we had some 150 Cessnas in the corner. They're going to leave. They're going over to Ford Aero location in York to get completed, and the 235s up front because we only have a couple more parts. In fact, you were just working on one of the last parts for it, and the 235 is going to be flying again. Super excited about that. We've thought about selling that one. I may sell it, I may not, I don't know. But it's got a fresh engine, fresh prop, fresh everything from the firewall forward. Excited about that. Saratoga, the engine went out, or it's going out. It went out, going out. I don't even know. It's tomorrow. So yeah, so the engine's going out. The 160 it's getting together. I think in another 2 weeks, everything but the engine will be back for that. We got to jump into this kit, Fox, but we wanted to clean out the hangar, get the floor cleaned, make some room, because so many of you guys signed up that you want one of the tags for the pre-order. We don't have enough material, so our only other choice is these wings that we know we're not using, thank God, because man, these things were bad. I'm so happy we're not using these things, and we got some awesome wings on the 401. So, but we wanted to do something a little extra special. Instead of cutting little sections out, we're gonna go ahead, at least for the first panel, and we're gonna drill out every single one of these rivets, because I wanna do some tags. They used to have the rivets and stuff like that. I think it would be really cool. Just a really genuine tag. I'm excited, I want one. And I can't wait for you guys to get them. Joe and I got a bunch of drill bits. We got our drills, and we're gonna dissect these wings, and then I also have to go ahead. So we are gonna be using these mounts over on the wings, so we're gonna get them on tomorrow. So we need to get them off. That is so cool. I really think a panel that size, and it's just going to make some really cool key tags.
Yeah, a lot less waste.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I think the cool thing is too, having that, the rivet holes in the key tag, it's the real work too of taking it off, and it's like the real 401. So that's so cool. And this gives you an idea. Oh, look at this. Look, how long do you think this has been in here?
Few hours.
Yeah.
Few 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
1,000,000 hours maybe.
This is a razor blade from 1970s or something. Yeah, this is what the 401 wing looks like inside, which is it's pretty cool. I had a thought of making a table out of this after we even get it, get the skin off of it, making a table out of it. I think that'd be really cool. Have the fuel tank in there yet, a glass top, some legs.
Should we keep the bird poop and wasp nest?
Oh, of course we're going to keep the bird poop and wasp nest in there. That's makes it a 401 table. There's one panel down, and we have the other side, and so we got 3 more to go. zip this off because they're behind this bracket. Sweet.
There you go, doctor.
All right.
Clear. Everybody likes doing it.
All right, 2 panels down, a bunch more to go. So you can see we had a fuel leak in here. Yeah, so the more that we dissect these wings, the happier I am that we didn't use them. I mean, look how bad that is. I mean, it's just leaks, corrosion, like corrosion that you wouldn't find either. Like you're never gonna see this corrosion under here. Yeah, so it's just the more and more that I dig into this 401, the more and more I realize when you buy an airplane that's been sitting forever, man, like it's a scary thing. It's a real scary thing, but it also gives me a little more of an idea where we have to look. Like what areas do we look in to make sure we're getting a good airplane? Got it? Yep. All right, another panel. So we got the other side of the left wing, the underside of the panel done, and but you got to figure, I mean, that would have been pretty much stuck in the wing because you're never going to get that out. Like, we looked in the inspection holes, you can't see anything. The inspection holes are smaller than what they are. Yeah. Unless we would have like scoped it and everything else. There's bracket 1.
That looks like a success.
Yeah, all that just for that. All right, there is the one wing, which is pretty much almost completely done. So you can obviously see through it at this point. It gives you a little bit of an idea of what these things are made of, which is pretty crazy. So we are gonna remove this piece here yet, and a couple other pieces on here. We do gotta take off this aileron. We're gonna save that just in case we need a spare one in the future. Hopefully we don't, but you never know. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna spin around and just work on the back side of this one right here. So I'm standing here. So Joe and I we're totally beat.
This drill's never been so heavy.
I know, and it's hot. Like the drill's like burning up hot, man. So I just went on for about 10 minutes, and Joe turned the recording button off instead of on. So I was going on and on and on about how we've been de-riveting, drilling, whatever you want to say, these panels for like 2 freaking days. Joe's been doing it for about 2 hours more than me today. Our hands are sore, our shoulders are sore. But it's going to be really cool to get these, get these tags done, so you guys can have part of the 401. I can't wait to see somebody with one at a show or something. We're going to have some contests with the tags later on, and I'm not going to tell you about it now. There is going to be a limited number. We're only going to probably do about 500 of them, because that's all the material we have, because we saved most of the 401. So, but anyway, we're going to keep drilling, but we're kind of drill happy right now. We were giggling and laughing. I know as men we're not supposed to giggle, but we definitely were, and we're just having fun here, man. So it's been good. Oh yeah, so again, and I feel like a broken record right now, but we just popped this panel down, and this is what the underside of the wing. Now that is surface corrosion, but I'll tell you what, it's starting to get eaten into there. Obviously on the other side of this is the fuel tank. You can see there was fuel staining in there, but this is some pretty darn good corrosion. Geez, I don't know, like, have any of you guys that, I know we got a lot of AMPs that, you know, that watch the channel. Have you guys seen stuff this bad that was flying? I mean, I kind of just wondered, you know, did you pull something in your shop that like flew in and take something apart and see this and it's like, hey, like, you're grounded. Like, we gotta fix this stuff. Oh, man. So glad we're not using these wings. So glad. Last one. All right, so Joe and I got the last panel, well, the last big panel that's going to come off of here. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this mount removed. It's already drilled out a bunch of the stuff for it, but there's still a couple more on the side here and a couple more under here that we have to drill yet, so we can get this off, so then we can stick it on there. I don't know how many times I've said this, but I'm so glad we're not rebuilding these wings. All right, cool. So we got most of this all drilled out. Now I just got to go down below here and drill out this way too. I could pound this out because the backside of the rivets are gone, but the last thing I want to do is mess up this mount. So I'm just going to like double drill them. That way we're safe. Finally, so all that work just to get this little paper thin aluminum piece, but it's out. Hey Dave, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good, Jason. How you doing?
Good. We got so much material cut up for this PlaneTag project. I'm really excited about it.
Well, great. We're excited to participate.
I gotta tell you, you have a great way of, you know, commemorating all of these really cool airplanes.
Thank you. Yeah, I always like to say that we're preserving aviation history. A lot of the aircraft that we work with are derelicts, or we're usually like the last guys in before they crunch them up. And also we work with people doing restorations like yourself. PlaneTags so far in the last 7 years, we've documented over 170 different aircraft.
Wow.
With PlaneTags. I
really appreciate the hard work you guys put into creating these tags. So when you showed them to me, you know, since then I've been excited, but I wasn't sure, you know, I didn't know at the time that I would have anything but a rudder, really. We were able to take the parts off of these old wings, so you can go ahead and turn these into PlaneTags. So we probably have, I would say probably about maybe 50 square feet of material.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, that's going to be a small run, but you know, small runs are good sometimes. I bet you have enough material there to do about 500 tags.
Awesome.
You know, if we can get more, we can get more, but you know, 500 just seems to be a real good number based on what you have there, and then we can actually really work with the better part of the skins. And look, we're going to do this absolutely free for you guys. We want to be able to participate in the rebuild, and what a great opportunity for us to be involved.
We get to see the 401 every day. We get to work on it every day and with it every day, you know, but it's not every day that someone gets to take home part of what we've been working on and part of what they've been supporting, because they support it with their views, they support it with their comments, and even like sharing it with family members and friends. And you know, it's just been the coolest thing ever. So really excited about that. I'll go ahead and stick a link down in the description so everybody can click on there and can check out what you have going on. Thank you so much, man.
All right, guys.
I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Yes, we were really curious to see what the date was on these cells. You can see it's an Eagle cell. They're in perfect shape, but you get like there's a pin number that's in the log books as well. But it looks like it's a one of 2013 when it was manufactured. And these are in great shape. Like, I would not replace these whatsoever. I mean, they've never been used and there's no cracks. They're very pliable, very supple. So they're gonna be good to go. Got this all set up. Everything is ready to go. We have a couple rivets that we need to get yet, the right sizes and stuff like that. So I'm like really particular with like rivet lengths and all that, because it has to be perfect. So we have a couple of those on order. You know, meanwhile, we're gonna get the left wing all ready to go, get everything set. So the next episode, we're gonna be bucking these rivets in. It is going to go really smooth. There's gonna be no mistakes and everything's gonna go perfectly. So guys, thank you so much for coming along with us. I can't even talk right now, so I'm thinking like how many things can go wrong. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of Rebuild Rescue. Take care.